Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So, looking at this picture, that's the screenshot. I gotta ask you guys a question. Is religion real? Did God really, really, in your heart of hearts, believe those men that wrote the Bible were anointed by God? I've always had an issue with the Bible because I don't. Can 64 men really have perfect? I believe it's 60. Forgive me for not knowing how many men exactly wrote the Bible, but and then it was translated and translated and translated. I genuinely, even if the Bible was written uh, centuries ago, it was rewritten for this era. And what I mean by rewritten for this era is there's one Bible verse that pains me beyond pain, right? Because let me get this Bible verse for you guys, and we'll have this conversation. We're probably not going to have an extended conversation today, but Colossians 3:22 says in the new NIV, slaves, obey your earthly masters in everything, and do it not only when their eyes is on you and to curry their favor, but with sincerity of heart and reverence for the Lord. Did God really write that Bible verse? Or was this curtailed to induce slavery and further slavery? And I was listening to 78 Sports. Nate Campbell says, if white people and black people believe in the same God, hasn't God chosen a side? So there may ultimately be a God, but I think we need to get out of our own way in this religious rhetoric and realize that the God that they have appointed God in this capitalistic society, in this pagan society, which is today Christmas, uh, that may not be the God we should be serving. If God is all knowing and all love, why did God create slavery? So, I mean, this don't look like a verse that God would write. In my eyes, this is just my eyes. So I believe if the Bible was written many years, centuries years ago, which quite possibly could have happened, it was rewritten and translated and retranscribed to create slavery and further slavery, to induce a lower class, to create a lower class. So let me know what you guys think. This is a conversation that I want to have in an extended video, but I don't have time to sit down and really, really dig in deep. But I want to get the conversation started. And as you put your comments below, it'll further the conversation in my next video to come, or my video to come sometime this week. But looking at this picture, the Ku Klux Klan, it says is in church and it says Jesus saves. Pretty strong. This is a pretty strong picture that evokes a lot of emotions out of me. And feel free, all the atheists, agnostic, Christians, Muslims, and this is another reason why I listen to Nuri Muhammad, Khalid Muhammad. You know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna start posting their videos. Hopefully, I don't get flagged, but I have their CDs, and I'm gonna make them MP3 files so you guys can hear just a different perspective. Because the one thing I like about the Nation of Islam is that they're action oriented, and more importantly, than action oriented, they are aggressive. Christianity tells us to believe in faith, to walk in faith, not by sight. You know what I mean? That pacifies us quite a bit. Put it in God's hands. Every 78-year-old woman in church uh, says that to every grandchild they've ever had, quite possibly. And whereas the Muslims say, "Let's go. We need 10,000 men. We need to take our streets back by any means necessary." So anyways, barbershop conversation. Let's get this conversation started. No better day than Christmas to have this conversation because we're either opening up gifts or in church or pretending to do both or not neither of the two. So enjoy your day. Let me know what you guys think, and let's get this conversation started. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.
Mine is at Miss Amanda Paris.
Mine is PB_Miranda.
Mine's ANNELISGJR. Annalise. No one can spell it right. JR.
Mine is Ashley to me.
And on the count of, okay, now y'all gotta do this together, okay? Okay. Y'all have to say thanks for watching Barbershop Conversations, okay?
Wait, Barbershop Conversations.
Yep.
Okay.
Get it title, get it title.
Okay, that's what she said.
Thanks for watching Barbershop Conversations.
Thank you guys.